Hey everyone, welcome back to ACT Math Quick Hits, where you can make one small change and watch these videos. It doesn't cost you any money, only costs you a little bit of time, and you're going to help improve your ACT math score, which will help improve your entire ACT score. So there's the rundown of the math section of the ACT, and let's get back into it for today. Let's see if the internet connection is going to go out. It's so weird. Stop doing that. All right, well, here we are. All right, so it says the sum of three positive integers is 180. The ratio of the integers is 5, 3, and 2. What is the value of the smallest integer? All right, so this one's kind of tricky. I would say that, especially in your high school math class, you don't necessarily work on things exactly like this in terms of your content. Like you learn about linear equations and stuff like that, but we don't necessarily see a lot of questions asked this way. So, all right, so we need to add these integers together. And it also tells us about the ratio of them. So when I first was looking at this problem, I was kind of thinking about like using different variables for the integers x, y, and z, but then it becomes unsolvable. But because it gives us a ratio of these integers, we can just use x for all of them, right? We can say, okay, my three integers, I'm going to add them together. Right now, bear with me for a second. But then it tells us about this ratio piece, right? That they have a ratio of 5, 3, and 2. So now when I'm adding these together, because of those ratio pieces, they will all be different values of three integers that will all add together to give us 180. And so then we would just solve this equation for x. 5 plus 3 gives us 8, plus 2 more gives us 10. So we have 10x equals 180. And then for this one, get x by itself by dividing both sides by 10, and we get 18. So we got to be careful here because if we look, right, one of the answer choices is 18. However, they want the value of the smallest integer. So the smallest integer is this 2 times x. So again, this is something very common on the ACT. They usually ask you to get an answer and then do something with that answer, but they'll always put that piece in your answer choices, right? And so obviously you're stressed and you're working fast and you want to get this question done, and you see you got 18 and there's an 18 over there, and then you bubble it in, and unfortunately it's correct. So take a little bit of extra time, understand what they're asking. Maybe I could write correctly. Oh, it looks terrible. Let's fix that. And so we're just going to do 2 times 18, which is going to give us 36, right? And so there is our correct answer choice right there with the 36. Working through this problem and not getting distracted by the things that ACT does. So obviously, see, Desmos doesn't really help us too much with this. We could actually put, that equation 10x equals 180 into Desmos, and it'll give us x, or give us like a line at 18, letting us know that x needs to be 18. But in terms of setting this up, right, there's no way for Desmos to really set this equation up for us. Like we have to be able to do that on our own. So let's get rid of that and put choice B. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. I know that math ACT videos aren't the most exciting out there, but your future self's going to appreciate it if you like and subscribe. That way you keep getting these quick hits, keep learning about the ACT, keep learning some math, and learn about when we can use Desmos. So thanks again, everyone.